Welcome to the channel, everyone. Sorry, had to help them out. Finally snowing here in Tennessee. You can see exactly why. Go ahead, buddy. See exactly why we haven't had any outdoor content here recently. Oh, huh. That's different. Anyways, I have listened to everything you all have said about the 72 Powerchoke. Here in a second, we're gonna head inside. We're gonna get some good details about this. I ended up not putting it up for sale because a lot of you outstanding viewers that have been watching the channel for 4 years waiting for us to finish this thing. And truly, we love this channel. I know we're not very active on it all that often, I know. But truly, at the bottom of our heart, we love this channel. We love all of you that support us. So, you can see, not getting anything done today. But let's head inside. I've got a whole document of a list of things that I've got to get done to make sure we go ahead and knock this sucker out. I'll see you inside. All right, for that intro right there, we'll jump to this information here in just a second, but I forgot to tell you, we'll have some more sledding stuff at the end of this, and little man pulling the wife around with his four-wheeler on a random inner tube or snow tube that we found in our pantry for some reason. I think somebody gave it to my daughter a few years ago, and we've never used it. But that's all we could find, and everybody was sold out because as soon as somebody seen that it was gonna snow, everybody went and bought every sled, tube, everything possible because it's rare that Tennessee gets it around here. So anyways, let's jump into the video. Alrighty, now that we're nice and inside in a warm house with a good wood burning fireplace going, so I've got a few things to run off here to get that truck and up and on the road. A few of these things are 100% necessary to get just driving down the road, but it's things I'd like to go ahead and get done. But some of them could also be held off because I do not have the price of a paint job in here and finishing whatever other body work needs to be done. But just to get it on the road, actually I already forgot what I was using for this acronym of A2W was 300 bucks. If I look back in my browser history on my phone, I'm sure I can find it. Batteries, 400 bucks. Windows to go all the way around, which ended up a little bit cheaper than what I was expecting, so I'm happy about that. These ones will be tinted for 750 bucks for all the windows. Then steering wheel, 200 bucks. The one I have can work, but it's awfully busted. And it's still that horrible green. Now there will be no green on the truck when I'm done. Headliner, 300, which isn't mandatory, but it'd be really nice to have. New seat bracket where the other one bent where it fell off the tow truck when they were towing it last time. Might be able to save that 400 bucks, but I don't know if I can save it yet. It's not bent too bad. I can probably just heat it up some and bend it back, but then what if it breaks because of overheating it too many times or whatever? So 400 bucks for a seating bracket. Dash pad, obviously not mandatory, but I did see some for 150 and some for 500. So if anybody's ever built these trucks back in the day, I mean, it's just a dash pad. I'm not even 100% worried about putting it on anytime soon because I want to paint the interior of the cab before putting it on there so I don't have to redo it again. Then Dakota dash, 900 bucks, and there's another option, but being that it's a diesel, I don't know how much difference this is, you know, for Holley, but the EFI 7-inch dash is 900 bucks from Holley as well. I'm sure they've got something that runs for diesels for those diesel drag trucks, but I just happened to see that whenever I was searching. Then heat insulation for the floorboard, 40 bucks, window handles, and I might have to buy some more things inside the door. I'm not sure. I may even just buy spare doors because I can probably buy them for about 100 bucks. That was 24 bucks. Then new body mounts for the front. If anybody can help me out with that, because I see all the bushings and everything for the body mounts, but I need the actual mounts. TSI originally custom made the ones that were on there, so maybe they still have that to where they can go ahead and cut those out again for me if they still have it in their history. I hope to where it doesn't cost me too much. But body mounts with new bushings, everything, about 500 bucks. So that brings me up just shy of $4,000. Now, a couple of those things aren't a necessity to get up on the road and everything, but there are some things I do need to get done. Like I forgot to throw cab lights on here because I do have holes for cab lights. So I want those in there, get the holes out of the way and everything. And then would be nice to go ahead and get the headliner, but no biggie. And hopefully we can save the 400 bucks on the seating bracket. But at the end of the day, eventually I will buy a whole new custom seat thing. So we'll probably try to make that one work. So we're shooting about $3,500 just to get that thing on the road. And that is not counting. You want to be in the video again, buddy?
Yeah.
And so I've got my brother coming over and a possible veteran buddy of mine coming over that he said he's good at wiring cars. I did electronics and wiring and everything for aviation for the military, but a car versus an aircraft wiring is completely different. Can I figure it out? Yes, but if I've got two guys and possibly a third guy that used to be a mechanic, he just hasn't done it in like a decade, but he used to work on these all the time. If I can get those three guys over here that know a whole lot more about it than me, like on the fly to where there's not a learning curve, that'd be awesome. Because our biggest thing is the electric needs to be finished wired. But just the glow plugs inside, then the dash, then all the lights. Don't think the ignition's wired up yet. And I did find my old original 72 key, because that's what the actual ignition switch is. And then from there, I will have to spend some money at a fab shop because they're gonna have to do custom piping, intercooler piping for the intercooler. And oh, that's what the $300 was. Air to water intercooler. There it is. Makes sense now. So do I do some of that, and then I will probably move to electric fans, but being that I'm doing an air to water intercooler, I might be able to use the original big massive oversized 6.0 fan. If not, we'll throw some electric fans in there to make sure everything fits all nice and smooth. You look like you're going to a party or something, buddy. But anyways, guys, looks like the truck's staying on the channel. The day that I made the video to put it up for sale, which is not even hit Facebook Marketplace because my wife and I talked about it a day or two later, just we've been hectic, especially with all the snow and playing with the kids in the snow since it's the biggest snow the Tennessee's had in a long time. But we both had dreams that night that I made that video of the 72 up and running. They were completely different dreams, but both of them ended up with it actually being functional and being able to move it under its own power out of the driveway and up the road. So being that both of us had that dream, and my wife, at this point in time, she's really over the truck. She even told me, she's like, hey, that's a sign right there. You got to keep the truck. And a lot of you people commenting on that for sale video, thank you so much for all the people like, oh, we're bummed. We've been watching this for forever. I didn't realize that many people was sticking around on this channel to see if that thing ever got done. I knew there was one or two because they hit me up on Instagram all the time and stuff. And like, oh, man, you know what's going on with the trucks. And it's great to see that there's actually a big following for that truck, even though we have drug our feet and everything in the world has happened to try to end that build, including selling it now. So anyways, I greatly appreciate you all taking the time and still sticking with the channel after so long. I think we're at 4.5 years on that truck now. And my gosh. But luckily, it looks like we're getting pretty far with one of the business deals I told you about that's been getting in the way of our YouTube channel, that we've prioritizing that over YouTube. Looks like that one has a good possibility now. We put in some legwork to get that up and going. And then this spring, I believe we're going to go ahead and build the massive garage. So I might shoot for a 2,000 square foot garage or do a 4,000 square foot garage and only concrete half of it in case we ever want to change the other half to a barnuminium. So and just leave that gravel so we can still rough in plumbing and all that great stuff. But anyways, thank you all so much for the support. 2024, this truck will be done. I don't know what it's going to take, and let's say I get past what my friends and I can do, it'll go, there's one last shop. And if I didn't burn the bridge, because I was originally supposed to take it to them, but then another shop came with a tow truck and said, hey, yeah, we'll get this done, we'll get it done. It's like, oh crap, you're even going to go pick it up for me? I don't have to worry about transporting it. So I went with them instead because they were so eager to get it, and they're the shop that just recently screwed me out of $10,000 on the truck. But the other shop, one of my best friends is kindergarten. It's his brother. So it'd be really hard to get gypped, and I should have known from the start to send it to him whenever it left TSI. Should have known that, but it is what it is. You live, you learn. And, well, I like to say it's just money, but it was a lot of money overall. But hope you enjoyed the video. The truck's staying. I'm going to hit it as soon as I can. I promise. But I've really got to wait for snow and ice to get out of here. And it's going to be -3 degrees on this coming Saturday. So, yeah, I couldn't even ask someone to come help me with it right now. I'd feel horrible. And we'd be out there for 5 minutes at a time as our fingers froze and have to come de-thaw. But hope you enjoyed. If you did, please give it a big thumbs up. Stop by for the first time. Please subscribe. You all have a great day. Dude, you literally look like you're in a lazy boy. It's like he's in a lazy boy recliner. My gosh. Not sure why we used the little four-wheeler instead of the big four-wheeler for this. Thanks, Tom Huth, for the gag gift of the big unicorn inflatable. Thanks. Finally found a use.